Buckley Wayne wants to know, what was your first guitar? Okay, this is something I need your help with out there. I need you folks to do a little internet research, because my first guitar, the first guitar I learned on was my brother's old Epiphone acoustic, right? But then my mom, when I was probably like 11 or something, bought me a Tahaney Explorer shape. And at the time, I thought that it was, it's basically like, looked like a copy of an Aria Pro 2, but looking back, I go, well, were those the same company and I just didn't know it? I don't know. It was that same shape. It was black. It was like a small little Explorer. And I had that for a couple of years and then sold it when I was in about 10th grade, and I bought this black Les Paul from my friend Jay Duff, who was a classmate of mine in high school. This thing has been through everything with me. This played like almost every high school gig I ever did. It used to have a pick guard on it. The pickups I swapped out a million times. It didn't say Shifty up there like it does now, and it didn't have any of this wear and tear. And I wore all that paint off the neck myself. And when I joined Foo Fighters, this was the only functional guitar that I had, so this toured constantly in those early years being in Foos. And at a certain point, I retired it from the road because I got nervous about it, but I'm going to bring it back because I'll tell you what, when I turned 50, Pat Smear bought me the nicest birthday present, nicest present period I think anybody ever got me. Because the pickups had been swapped out so many times, I had no idea, whatever happened to the original one. So he went out. Well, let me back up a little bit. Pat Smear bought this exact guitar a few years ago and pulled it out of the case, and I was like, my eyes bugged out of my head. I couldn't believe it. I was like, it's an 82 Black Beauty Les Paul. It's not a particularly collectible guitar or anything, but somehow he found one, not because he knew that I had one, but he just happened to buy one, and it was exactly the same as mine, but mint. So we started talking about it, and I was telling him how I didn't take it on tour anymore and had retired it from the road. So he went out and found me period correct pickups, which are in this now. It sounds great. And I put those in there and got it cleaned up, and I am going to return this thing to touring because, you have to take these things on the road. You can't just keep them in a closet. But you know what I love about this guitar too? Why didn't this catch on? Look at that. Look at that. You pop that thing right out. Here, that's out of focus. But you pop that thing out, and it's a built-in string winder. That's like the best guitar invention that never took off. Love it. 82 Black Beauty.